Hey everyone, Hugo here with Luca. So this is Sell Quick, Ship Quick, and we're here with another video. We're going to be talking about Offer Up, how we sell on Offer Up. Specifically, we talked about local sales earlier, which included Offer Up, but really I want to focus on how we list and how we use Offer Up to make local sales, and also, not international, sorry, national sales, because you can also ship with Offer Up. Now, if you haven't noticed, here's Luca. He wanted to join me today, so he's going to help me out with this video. First off, let's talk about what is OfferUp. OfferUp is a platform that allows you to do local sales. It also allows you to do small item national sales, so you can, within the states, which is really helpful for people who are just getting into reselling. Getting into reselling can be intimidating, especially with a lot of people's concern is, how do I deal with shipping online? And then the other concern, is it a scam? How do I get my money? Do I have to do it through a pay service? What? So all this, we'll get into that. First things first, just understand OfferUp is a simple platform, which means listing on there is fairly straightforward. There aren't a ton of categories in terms of small details you have to add. And in most cases, if you don't want to, you don't have to. Now, I will say this though, when listing, if you're going to put all the details you can find that are relevant to your item, go for it. It's just going to help you be more searchable. Continue on with listing, photography for these items. So we're used to, if you're a reseller selling on, say, eBay, for example, your pictures are very important, and they're just as important for OfferUp, but it's a lot more forgiving. You'll notice when you're going through OfferUp listings that, well, some of these people just put their pictures, their item on a couch, take a picture, and that's fine. Why? Because OfferUp, again, is a local. It's not as, let's say, cleaned up pictures, if that makes any sense. It does help you for those national sales, because people are going to think your item is more presentable, probably more well taken care of, and kind of trust you more as a buyer. But if you're doing local sales, we have plenty of our items listed, literally just leaning on a wall in the backyard. Done. Get it listed. Keep moving. So photography for OfferUp, straightforward. Or make it nice, tidy, whitey. Well, not the underwear. And going through listing, I'm going to just go ahead and show you guys right here. It's straightforward, like I said. You're going to go through, you add a listing, you're going to go through, add your pictures, your title, and your description. At the very least, you need at least one picture, and you need a title for your items. I think you might need something of a description. Now, again, keep it simple. All you got to do is take a decent picture of your item, put a decent description, and a title. Nothing too crazy. I will say I've seen titles as simple as bed. Now, is that going to help you sell your item? Probably not. But again, that's how simple the titles get around here. But you can go on there, put a descriptive title, put a small description in the description box, and move on. The next section is the details. This is where you're going to put the category you're selling in. And again, there's not a lot of subcategories in terms of item specifics for those who sell on eBay, you know what I mean. But you do have lots of categories to sell in. So you could do everything from clothing to kitchen appliance to vehicles to, tools, whatever it is. It's all available here, so you can put it down. And if for whatever reason you don't find your category, there's always the option of other, where you can go in and select other and write in your own category. And now pricing. Now, if you sell online, for example, I always come back to eBay. You're going to want to always have your listing be competitive with pricing. In other words, you don't want to just put any price up, because you don't want to put a low price and then get your item picked up and then realize I could have got it more. And you don't want to put your item up for too much and realize it's never going to sell because it's an unrealistic price. So just like you do on the other platforms, if you sell on other platforms, best practice is go on there. Here, I'll show you right here. And you're just going to click on there and start looking for these items as though you were going to buy them. So for example, let's do, we'll do baby bouncer. Now, I'm going to look on here and see the prices of what people are selling. I can see the pictures and the quality of the items. This helps because as I'm doing a quick look, I'm going to see, okay, new bouncers go for this much, used ones go for that much, and then I can see the quality of pictures to see if I can maybe do a better picture, and that'll help me stand out in these listings. And then finally, what happens is it'll tell you two things when you're listing on here, and it's going to ask you if you want to put it up for sale on basically an online sale as well. Now, this only works for small categories, small item categories, like, say a computer, small computer, or small appliances like coffee machines, things like that, even clothing. And they have their own preset prices for shipping. You'll select what is suited for your item, and the buyer pays for that. So when the buyer and you agree on a price, they pay for shipping, you get a label sent to you, print, send it out, and you're done. There is a fee for selling online though. So that's listing there on OfferUp. It's not very difficult. It's fairly easy, straightforward. It's labeled. It goes step by step. And if you miss something important, it won't let you list until you fill it out, and it'll tell you what you're missing. So it makes listing real easy. And like I said, shipping, it's an option. You don't always have to do it, even if it does qualify. But if you do, it's fairly easy to do there when they provide the shipping label for you, and the buyer pays for the shipping. Now, the next thing we get is from people is, what about money? How do I handle the money? Like, do I have to use a platform? Do I use Venmo? Do I use PayPal or cash? Answer is any of those. Whatever you feel comfortable with. He is so excited. Whatever you feel comfortable dealing with, and that's up to you. Some people only want cash on the platform, and they'll put it on their listings cash only. And when you mean cash only, that means you're only doing local sales. And then also you can do Venmo. Venmo, you meet up, you can give them your Venmo info, you can have them scan your code, whatever it is. We also have done Zelle in the past for some bigger items. So payment options, it's whatever you want to make it. And I know a lot of people get concerned about scams or issues, so if you want to keep it cash and simple, you can just leave it at that. Again, it's what makes it easier and comfortable for you. OfferUp is not made to be complicated. Now, in terms of cash, or really anytime you're doing any major transactions, we mentioned in our local sales video previously about being safe. So we recommend, just like we said there, try not to meet at home when possible. Meet somewhere local that's well lit, you're not going to be alone, especially for items that, we're talking about like $50, $60. People will do sometimes dumb things for $50. So keep it safe, stay somewhere where you're going to be seen. And then for real high priced items, I mentioned there's a lot of places now where the police station have designated spaces for you to go in and make big transactions where you feel safe because there's police present, there's cameras, and just feel a little safer doing that. So keep it safe when you're talking, especially if you're doing straight cash transactions. Now, what to list on OfferUp? Whatever you want. A car, refrigerator, clothing, puppy pads, whatever you want to list that you don't want to deal with shipping is great, and something you feel comfortable describing and getting rid of. Again, you won't believe what people pay for. I mean, there's small things that you might throw away because you have extras of or don't even think about it. An example, puppy pads. We came across and got some puppy pads and some stuff we got donated, and we don't have a puppy. And sure enough, we put it up, $5, sold in 24 hours. Was it cheap? Probably, but hey, we wanted things out, $5, got us a croissant. And then we also got bigger items too. So again, the variety of items you can list on here, almost endless. Clothing as well. So for those who are clothing sellers, you can list your clothing on OfferUp and list it for shipping as well. Now, does it sell often? That's hard to say. Most people don't go on here to buy clothing, but if you don't mind, if you have free time, go for it. There's a chance you can get a sale on that. Why not? And if you can get a cash sale because you meet up, especially with kids' clothes, it's nice to get some extra cash. Again, diapers are not cheap, and someone's been going through them. So hopefully this video helped you decide if OfferUp is a platform for you. Again, it's a very simple platform. It's great for local sales. It's okay for those online sales. But ultimately, it's a platform that can help you get some extra cash. Whether you're doing this as a business and you're a reseller, here's another way to get some possible straight cash for your items. That way you don't have to worry about, selling things online, going through the fees of processing your payments and all that good stuff. Instead, you just go straight cash. Or you get it through Venmo or Zelle and you still get your cash straight through there. So again, great options whether you're a reseller or you're just somebody who's trying to get some extra cash for, I don't know, diapers. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Do our best to answer. If you want to reach us even quicker, reach us going straight through Instagram. You can DM us there. And for those listening, thank you again for listening to us as a podcast. We're also on video, so if you're interested to see what I look like and what Luca looks like, head on over there and take a look. And again, thumbs up, subscribe. Appreciate it.